We are recording.
Arthur and Razz, you have been off and on within this room for about 2.5 days now. Just checking up on Lex and making sure that no one bothers him, like the last time that Arthur is aware that there was some grievances from Lex in the background of why didn't you let me sleep, you bitches, essentially. So there have been off and on moments where you spend hours, sometimes closer to half a day, in just this room alone, barely wanting to go anywhere. Raz, you're similar in a different direction. You're worried that you weren't fast enough, which is a sentiment that Arthur regrettably also understands and was quick to say that wasn't the case, as he has the unfortunate awareness by this point of he had nothing he could have done to stop it. Not with that much planning behind it, and from someone who knew them well enough to get them at any point. But Arthur,
Mm-hmm.
you are pacing back and forth, unable to stay still, but not able to do too much, and it is aggravating. Because Lex is sleeping. Your mother and father are making sure to heighten security, and you know that what's done is done. You also know that the priest at this point got what he wanted. It is a thing that drives you a little bit insane of there was nothing you could have done. And that much alone makes you curious. It makes you wonder and contemplate your expression out of your control, shifting and twisting into concern and curiosity. And you don't recognize it as what you're doing, and how your face like switches from a neutrality, the one that everyone knows you for, to concern and curiosity and contemplativeness, until Raz speaks up about it. Raz, what do you say?
What's going on in your head?
Uh, a lot. So much.
got any pieces of it you want to share? Uh,
Uh, uh, it's kind of hard to delegate. No, organize.
so it's all tangled up right now. You're still working on unknotting it.
Yeah, there's so many things that I have to take in.
It's, there's a lot of processing to do here. uh,
And notably, Raz, while you have been able to get a couple hours of sleep here and there, fitful as they may be, you've noticed quite easily that Arthur, normally the paragon of take the fuck care of yourself, is lacking on the sleep department.
I know it's a lot, but do you think it would be easier to work through with some sleep behind you? I mean, I can watch over you guys. It's
Um, what time is it?
Currently, it in this like hazy space where you've kind of forgotten to even check the time. Before you were pacing and walking about the room, you were pretty sure it was early morning, and now it's around noon to 1. You're at the state of sleep deprivation where it's very early on in the sleep deprivation where it's like, oh, time is passing. God forbid if I know what it's doing, though.
Yeah, maybe I should take a little nap. Maybe that'll uh get things in order.
It'll at least make it quiet for a second, which will make it easier to organize in a moment.
Maybe.
Uh, maybe, 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 indeed. But I don't think I've ever seen you like this. It's it's a bit chilling, just a little.
Yeah. Ooh, unexpected.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, how? I mean, I guess it's all a little unexpected, but a lot unexpected. May, sleep. Maybe
Mm,
sleep is.
Yeah, that sounds like a good. And then proceeds to pass out.
Razz, you basically watch him like lay down for basically half a second, and you know for a fact under such stress, which is something you've only had occur to you directly after leaving your home, he's out like a light.
She's gonna
And
throw a blanket over him.
yeah, and Zipper, who has been dolled up over the past year, is just staring at the both of you with an odd sort of childlike confusion. Almost as if over the year, spending so much time around people as odd as him, he has kind of absorbed the curiosity of a child. Like young children when they're sitting next to someone they like but don't want to be rude. And is just sitting there with big old glowing yellow eyes. And just staring at you, Raz.
Raz pats Zipper's little head.
And Raz, as time kind of ticks on, you hear the shuffling of something on the bed, and then it's just the hop down of the big fluffy paws. And you were half asleep yourself, as nothing seems to have been happening, but you've given your word to keep an eye on both of them. Then just trudging over. And you're a druid, so you can hear the vague mumblings of a slightly more mature Toro going, "That was a bad sleep. That was a bad sleep. I can't feel my right paw. My paw." And then just doing that dog shake of trying to fix it. Like the energy of I slept on my arm wrong. Ow! Kind of energy.
I could give you a
then
little paw a massage.
then just the big old eyes from an equally as young, like childlike figure. And then going, "Why are you still awake?"
Oh, uh, I just want to make sure they're okay.
Well, they're not.
Obviously, but like, I don't, I don't want another blade to come out of nowhere, and s- someone ought
So
to.
you're paranoid. Okay.
I, hey, I take it back. I don't want to massage your paw anymore.
There's just a giggle as he approaches a little further and just flops down kind of diagonal of you, kind of near the window. He goes, as far as I'm concerned, you guys really ought to not blame yourself for that. Because here's the thing. I'm pretty sure if people had any control over the situation, no one would have gotten that far. And that's just my situation, because I was a little ways away from you guys. So was Mary and, Rattles.
Someone did have control over that situation, and it wasn't us. That was the problem. Someone
You always
wasn't.
need control?
I wouldn't. Hey.
Like, this is literally the embodiment of a child calling you on your bullshit, and you're just like, anger eyebrows bear.
Hey. Rude. Go back to saying the fuck word.
No, I can say so much worse than that, and you know it because you taught me.
How the turns have tabled.
Be thankful Aster can't understand me anymore without, using mana. Because then we can actually stop talking about what we're talking about. And just does the, tiny little pity paws against the carpet.
You make a fair point. A good point, even.
But yeah, thanks to those, whoever those three were, we actually had a really easy time. I think one of them was trying to baby talk me. Yeah. Really strong. I don't think they were supposed to be there, but not in the same way as the two bad words.
The other 3?
Yeah. And it's a visible look of trying to recall something that by definition, a child doesn't deem as important in the moment. And then just, 2 blondes and a black-haired guy? I don't know. I didn't exactly get their names, they didn't understand me.
Oh.
One of them had a gun, though. That was nice. Not nice for my ears, but very nice.
Okay.
Oh wait, no! I do recognize one of them. I don't remember her name, though. Shoot.
Where have you seen her before?
Oh, my owner visited her a couple of times.
Okay, right.
Or rather, she visited my owner and kind of
Okay.
picked him up. So. I have a question for you, though.
I haven't.
This is going to sound mean, I know, but do you ever not blame yourself? And Razz, something's off about this.
That is very targeted. What can I make wisdom or would it?
Wait, give me a wisdom saving throw. It takes you a moment to register that, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And as soon as you think that, you jolt awake with a kind of suck in of breath of, okay, that's fine. And he is walking past you to get to the the window, the big window that's right next to the couches. But he hasn't said anything. It's just the big stretch and yawn of someone who just woke up, but then jumps a little bit as you jump awake. And you realize it's closer to 3 in the afternoon now, and Arthur is asleep. Still. Arthur, do you think you'd wake up at the sound of someone jolting awake?
How long did you say again?
In terms of how long it's been that you've taken a nap for, I'd say it's closer to 2 hours.
I uh, um, probably not. I think he's been up for days, so probably a little longer.
Right.
He's in a coma right
They both are. But Razz, you What?
Sorry. Continue.
What do you mean? Why, friend? Why am I being shouted at?
It was just, I was laughing because you said they both are, and uh, you know.
It's nobody business. Don't worry about it. But Razz, you're jolted awake about an hour and a half after Arthur has fallen asleep. And you know it's an hour and a half because you have a couple of texts from Marilyn, who apparently, because I know you're definitely checking it, you get the sense that she overheard some people talking about the assassination attempt and is checking up on you.
Just tell her that everyone is safe. Or safe as they can be. Alive.
There's a pause that you can feel. And then, who was it against?
There is a longer pause because it's just kind of staring at the text, staring at the... Is it being treated as a secret right now, or...
As a person who dabbles in secret trading, the only way Marilyn would have heard about this is from being around a noble family who also heard about it. So she's probably being secretive. It's one of those things of assassination attempts don't often get out into the public unless they are talked about directly from a noble or from a public meeting.
Then Razz says, "We'll call you later, don't want a record."
You get a thumbs up.
She will call her later.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't want to leave a paper trail.
So, as a result, nothing really happens for a little while. There's shuffling outside as the knight's rotation outside the door changes from one to another, keeping an eye on you as much as you probably are on them. And after about 3 more hours, around dinner time for most people but sundown for the rest of the world, Arthur, you, without thinking and not realizing you had been out so long, kind of jolt awake. Not full lurch forward, but just a kind of a twitch, and then realizing that it's sundown where it was just high noon not too long ago.
So after waking up, he will take a deep breath in and then out. And then after having some sleep, he will try to think back to that day and try to think of anything that stood out.
Make an intelligence check with advantage. Because it's not quite history yet.
Could I perhaps cast it? If...
What were you trying to cast?
Guidance?
Sure, I'll allow it. You've probably accidentally jolted up and tried to lay a hand on his shoulder.
Yeah, if she realizes waking up. Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a d4. So it's not that big of a deal. You already passed it before, just that allows me to tell you a little bit more, that's all. So you lay there for a moment as you think in silence. There's a couple of things that stood out. One, the fact that none of the Kingsglaive showed up. And then, of course, you heard from Tsubasa that there was fighting happening in other parts of the castle. That's one thing that stands out. The second thing that stands out is, of course, the priest, the one that had known you and Lex for practically all your lives. He did not, even in his attempt to essentially enrage Lex, he had a killing shot. He did not take it. Even with you moving as fast as you did, you're dead certain, pun intended, that he still could have gotten a lethal blow on Lex and did not take it. And then 3, the one that confuses you and yet gives you some levity to the situation. The woman that you had disarmed, all she really did was heal someone. She took no other shots.
When she could have easily done so.
Correct.
And that one catches his attention the most. And he'll like sit up. And then Razz,
Good morning.
something has piqued my curiosity.
Shoot.
I have questions for one of the assassins.
Your dad snatched him up, right?
It seems logical, yes.
So maybe dig.
You cut out her like
2 words of that, maybe.
yeah.
Sorry, I said maybe we can dig. We can dig, in fact, not just maybe. We will.
I guess so. Let's head out.
Well, he. Is it?
Raz, you hear Toro go, "Don't worry, I've got it," which to Arthur just sounds like sleepy barking.
Got you like what 100%, not even 100%, 110%, 15%?
Just the stare that you remember from your weird fucking dream of basically calling you on your shit without saying anything, which sounds a little bit more like Toro.
The stare makes her eager to get away from him for a moment because the dream is still fresh.
Do you show that on your face as Toro walks back to the bed?
I don't imagine she thinks to hide it.
So Arthur, you see on Raz's expression, like her face twists into. Well, how would you describe it, Raz? What does Raz look like remembering the dream?
Uncomfortable, a bit tense. It's kind of it's really just a flash of that feeling of just where Razz is usually very I don't want to say like she's usually very like brightly expressive, if that makes sense, but it's more of like a moment of like big eyes, small mouth. Does that make sense?
It does for me, but that's because I'm expert in Zon speak. Basically, you are uncomfortable and you are trying your best not to distract from the situation.
Yes.
So what
Well, we
does
ought to.
what does Arthur do in that situation?
Oh, he notices the face.
Yep. No, Cayde has to be right back. So, Razz, how are you feeling so far?
There are things happening. They are happening, indeed. I'm a little bit nervous to leave Toro with Lex. I know logically that's Toro and probably one of the best creatures to be at his side, but also, was the dream a sign? Was the dream a sign?
Who knows?
I'm gonna put you in a jar. Affectionate.
Go ahead, Cayde. Before I'm targeted down a sniper scope.
You'll ask, like, are you good?
Great. It's here's a better question. Are you good? Are we good to do this? Are you
I'm capable of doing this.
capable? Okay.
Guess we should head
So
out then.
yeah, let's step to it.
By the way, Aster, you do have control over Zippy.
I'm aware. And just as if there are no eyes on Zippy, he's just gonna very quietly, but very obviously, climb over the couch to fall on the floor and just waddle. He just waddling. Just waddle waddle. He don't got long legs.
Razz, you do see Zippy just flat, like throwing a rat down from a great height.
It's oh god. Only people who watch Russian Badger are gonna understand this. You remember that one scene where they had like the chicken going down the hallway? As Zippy starts to run for some reason, that is the noise.
Razz, Arthur, you both see Zippy just start walking and then take off running.
Where you go, buddy?
Oh, on.
Hey. I think he's got a lead.
Why is he going upstairs?
Is he going upstairs?
The high ground.
What?
I don't know. He's Zippy. He ain't got no brain.
Correct
He's
for a
impulse.
shadow. He just has a thought and he goes, ah, yes, this is the correct course of action. That's the first that came into your head, correct.
But no, if you must know, the reason he's going upstairs is because he was carried in here and there are scary guards outside, so he go upstairs. Exit number 2.
Okay.
Even though he was carried in by the prince.
No thoughts. Don't understand that. That's just
Correct.
either number 4.
Understandable. So, what do you guys do as you just hear the like fast steps of a shadow leaving and going upstairs? And probably sneaking out through a window.
Not much we could do. Let's just go. Do you want us to follow through the window?
Razz.
Yeah.
Are you having trouble with issues and computers?
A little bit. Again.
Zippy, this is my only escape. Harold is out the window.
It's a group window jump.
all I can say about that situation is the sound a rat makes from a great height.
Splat.
It's the honk noise that Brennan does.
That just makes me have the worst thought ever of Zippy is technically the graveyard rat.
I hate that. Very specifically, I hate that.
But you actually kept him.
So, as you both head out, with Zippy probably trying to find a way to avoid the guards, even though the guards, though reluctant, will not attack the littlest shadow with a jacket on because it's recognizable. And as you head out, Arthur and Razz, you get a standing salute from both of them as you head out. And the question from the one on the left of, do you need a squadron behind you today, Your Royal Highness?
No, I do not.
Are you certain?
Probably move up here, I guess.
You haven't asked if you're certain.
I said yes.
Okay. So there's a brief moment where there's, even with the hoods and light helmets, it's a moment of hesitation, considering there was just an assassination attempt on castle grounds. But they do know that you're more than capable of holding your own should something happen. So they step back into formation outside the door and let you pass. Where do you head?
Um. You know what, I'll
Should-
check in on the group before I do this. Why not? Should tell them that I'm doing a thing.
And while we're headed that way, is there somebody that usually deals with prisoners, or is that like a
The royal jailer.
there she is. Okay, sorry.
No, yeah, you're fine.
That's it's on the list.
Yep.
This is Zippy showing up on the other side of the building. Kills me.
So, do you want to make this a full scene of letting them know what's up? Or do you want to just pass by and let them know where you're going?
Pass by and see if somebody else wants to. Maybe not Aster. But anybody else is fine.
Fair.
Does anybody respond to the offer to go see the assassin?
Tsubasa would.
Okay. What about Razz? What's your deal in this situation?
Razz is gonna go too because she wants to figure out what the fuck. What the fuck?
I mean,
Understandable.
yeah.
I'm going to put the tokens on the board and then I'm going to have a slight monologue.
Burning.
Okay. So, is those only two people who are coming along? Or at least making a note that they should tag along?
Seems like it.
Alrighty. So, Arthur, as you pass by and, let the others know what's up, Tsubasa tags along for a reason you're not sure of, unless Tsubasa makes it clear.
Tsubasa would mention that he's curious too.
And with that curiosity of the three of you, though for different reasons, perhaps, you start to trek towards the royal jail cells, the place that you had only been to once or twice in your past, Arthur. Not because you yourself had done anything wrong. After all, there was a different set of jail cells for you and the people you usually tagged along with. A sort of mocking punishment of, we can't actually put you in the royal jail cells because that would look bad on us, but you do have to receive some sort of punishment kind of vibe. As you were an unruly kid, but not a bad one.
The grounded
But-
cells.
Yeah,
Time out.
literally. But as you trek towards the royal prison, you at first get comfortable, happy looks. People who know you, have known you for a long time. And as you get closer to the royal prison, there's worry, hesitation, concern. Because as it stands, hunger and hatred are brothers. In much the same way that hatred feeds itself like a loop, hunger will gnaw its own leg off just to satiate itself. And hunger, like hatred, is a terrible thing to feel. And hatred, like hunger, makes a man of a beast. And these halls are terribly hungry. As you realize that as you get closer to the royal prison, there is an air about all of these halls that are darker somehow, yet still have the same light. They're darker and hollow and empty. Some things are left to rot, even though the plants look the same. It's a feeling in your chest that this isn't a great place to be. And yes, it's the royal prison, but as far as you knew from being a child, even your prisoners held some decorum. The people who looked after them understood that they were prisoners and still people. And as you step into the main entranceway of the royal prison, two people are there. One who is dressed in the familiar knight's garb, though with a kind of jail cell, like prisoner sort of appearance, like the type of people who would hold a jailer's appearance. And you see the royal jailer with her helmet off. And as soon as you open the door, her expression shifts from contentment to a stern seriousness as she stands and gives you a salute. Your Royal Highness, I didn't expect to see you here today.
I'm just here to ask some questions.
Her expression shifts minorly, but she does not argue. Who are you trying to see today, Your Royal Highness?
One of the assassins.
And she looks from you to the people that you're with. And those two? Her expression is very hard to read as of right now to all of you. But she is... Arthur, you've known this woman, General Marianne, for not being the kindest, but she's done her job well. But she has a kind of odd look on her face. One you haven't seen in a while. You're welcome to roll insight.
Yes.
Can we all roll insight?
Yeah.
Should Arthur get advantage? He knows the lady.
I'd allow it, yeah. Arthur and Tsubasa, for varying different reasons, you know that this is the look a pure-blooded race gives a half-breed. It is, from her, it is not so much maliciousness as it is discontentment of not wanting to see them here. And she's trying very hard not to let it show.
Arthur will try to have a stern face and say they're the same. They're here for the same.
Tsubasa does nod in confirmation behind Arthur, just like, yeah.
And
Very
emotional
well.
support.
Very well. And follow me. And properly gestures for you to, like, head towards the gates leading into the prison itself. And she clicks open the door with 2 different sets of keys and swings it open, stepping inside and looking back towards you.
Go here because it looks like bars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure.
That!
Hello. Didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
Listen, their tails are holding on to each other right now. It's fine, they'll probably...
Yeah. They're sharing a swear anyways. It's okay.
Oh,
And
son of a
as
bitch.
you enter through the secondary gates, most of the doors are not necessarily open, but they aren't locked. As most of the main entrances are guarded securely enough to where anybody here knows better than to try and escape, especially when the royal jailer is in fact in the jails, which is more often than not the case. And she steps inside and starts to walk up to the secondary floor, which she pauses and goes, "May I ask why you've gotten your curiosity piqued about the assassins? Shouldn't you be resting?"
I've had some rest and has cleared my mind a little.
If you say so, Your Royal Highness. May I ask exactly who you're seeing?
I remember she had red hair.
This time, the royal jailer, cannot hide her expression as it twists into disgust. But then it quickly settles. Are you certain about that?
Yes.
May I ask why?
Asking a lot of questions.
As I should. I am the royal jailer, after all. It is my duty to keep them where they are.
Some of her actions were what's the word?
Strange?
Confusing. Strange.
There's a sigh of not relief, but again, discontent understanding. As she makes a gesture towards Razz of, could you move aside, as she steps back down and starts to open the door to the left instead of heading up the staircase.
Ah,
Razz
son of
steps back with Tsubasa, but is holding his tail a little bit tighter now because it was a little bit like, do you think we want that bitch out? But just like quietly. She knows better. Just this once.
She
And
does. She
flicks
does
open
get.
the door. She
Razz,
flicks open the door and steps inside, starting to walk towards a different location.
Razz does get a little pat on the shoulder from Tsubasa. It's just like, it's fine. We're fine.
Right.
There's a salute to both you and the royal jailer from another sentry who is stationed near the staircase to the lower area of the dungeon, and Arthur, it occurs to you as you're walking about different areas following the royal jailer, there's a sting of metal and copper in the back of your throat that you had pushed from your mind because here it's different. It's stale and dried, almost as if it's burned into the stonework. The scent and sight of blood. And your father had taken you from seeing most of this as you reluctantly follow the royal jailer. And it occurs to you, he knew that this place was not for the faint of heart. But he also maybe never understood the extent of why it stung and wrung so tastily, deeply of blood. And as she walks, there's another salute as, almost in a terrifying manner, there's just another sentry there who is standing off to the side. And do any of you look past the royal jailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see a relatively short, pale-skinned, dark-haired man with heavy cotton and wool robes. Like, he is, even from this distance, he is shaking and trembling with nervous, panicked looks around, but is holding a set of books, almost, in his arms, as he is shifting his weight from one side to the other, barely paying you any mind as he is looking through the bars of a jail cell, as the other two you have passed on this lower level have been empty. And he's muttering to himself, or to something at least. And the royal jailer speaks up. Doctor, why are you still here? Which gets a jolt of, please announce yourself better. You're gonna give me a heart attack. And he turns away, standing up fully now, and starts to head over to you guys.
Were we being that quiet?
You know for a fact you were not.
Yeah, Tsubasa's just confused.
And he's fidgeting a little bit with the edges of the books in his hands, and with all of your passive perception, you definitely see that they're medical books. Specifically, they look off to be treating humans or even half-elves, let alone elves, so they look a little off, but you don't question them immediately, as you're kind of focused. And he goes, I was checking on one of my patients as the local court physician that isn't, directly tied to the royal family. And he seems to notice you, Arthur, and he, physically squeaks as he goes, oh, and he fumbles to bow of, your royal highness. I didn't see you there.
It's fine.
And he fidgets a little bit more of, sorry, I'll get out of your way so you can do your job. And she barely even pays him much mind walking past. And the royal jailer slams her fist against the bars as if to wake something dastardly up from behind a safe quarters, and goes, Demon, wake up! You hear nothing from inside the cell. It is currently too dark to see anything towards the back area. And from a slight distance, with the softest voice ever, and very much stuttering, is just, she's not a she's not a demon. She. You hear the exasperation of someone who definitely has a stuttering impairment and is just dying trying to get past the anxiety. You just hear the physical noise of someone giving up mid-sentence.
Mood.
There's another slam against the bars. I said, wake up! Sorry, Your Royal Highness. This one has been not so talkative. As she steps away to the sound of essentially chains shifting against stone in the darker corners of the cell.
The jailer's just right there, just a few feet away.
Yes, out of sight from what the person inside could see, but definitely still watching.
I'd appreciate it if you could have some privacy.
Why should I? I'm not leaving you alone with that.
Because the questions I will be asking are very important secret information.
Her head tilts slightly, kind of looking the three of you up and down in that way of seeing if, like, she's not trying to hide it, she's basically ascertaining if you're an illusion or not. Because that's just how she is, and you know this for a fact, Arthur, of she's not paranoid, she's just a very good jailer who has had several people try to break others out.
Mm.
But after ascertaining that you are in fact you, she straightens out again, nods, and starts to leave. With no words. The one that was called Doctor is still just like being a pathetic wet cat over in the distant area.
You can stay here and be a wet cat.
Tsubasa is looking at the doctor as just like, I wasn't that bad my first year, was I?
We should ask questions.
Yeah.
Arthur, as you try to figure out how to get who you're pretty sure is the woman's attention inside the cell, you pat your you pat down like, oh, I should have probably asked for a key or something. There's a clearing of throat from nearby of
Huh?
as the doctor looks considerably less anxious somehow, while still remaining the most anxious man in the room. Of, do you need access to that cell?
Yes.
You're not going to harm her, are you?
Not at all. Just questions.
Why would we?
I can think of a reason.
Razz.
Blood on the floor. I don't know.
I am. It's not my business to give, but she's. You're pretty good at this, Your Royal Highness. I'll leave this to you. And he steps up behind you, Arthur. You're now realizing how much shorter he is compared to you. He's around Lex's height.
Just a little guy.
It's
So
just a
nervous.
weird cat.
He's so nervous all the time. But he reaches into one of the, like, it's not so much folds in the robes as it is, like, he definitely sewed in pockets. So he had places to store things while looking the part of a local doctor. And he just takes out a keyring that he definitely shouldn't have
It's fine.
and hands it to you.
Thank you very much.
Of course, just don't mention it. Literally.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have
Good at secrets.
said that. Maybe. And immediately goes to basically skitter away.
It's time to unlock this door and head in.
As you do, there's a shifting of chains again. A kind of, it's not moving against stone so much as it is pulling taut against the end of what's keeping it. Do you head inside?
Yes.
Go ahead. Inside, first thing that catches your attention is the stark contrast of blood over all the other stones. Even in the darkness of the recesses of the cell, Arthur, the first thing that catches you off guard is just how much blood has been shed here. It is almost sickening. it is not something that your family is known for. Even when they have definitely imprisoned someone for just purposes, much like an assassination attempt would incur their wrath, they had always treated every prisoner with the respect a person should give. But you were never there to ascertain that. So now, thinking about it, you're not sure if none of your family ever understood what was going on here. As Arthur,
Yes.
there is a fluttering sensation that kind of feels like you have something stuck in your throat, and even swallowing or coughing doesn't help that sort of stuck in your throat. And it's a familiar feeling of something of your light-based powers telling you to activate it. This is my way of saying you can use your divine sense.
Yeah, you'll become flashlight, yes.
That's not what divine sense does.
Oh, I know.
You're just being weird.
Flashlight. The flashlight prince.
I'm not gonna make the joke that I could make there.
Mm-hmm.
But you relax what tension you had in your shoulders and let a glint of your light-based abilities shine through your eyes. And for a second you can see in the dark, but it's all in gray. It's all in grays and whites and blacks and a few shades of hints of color, but not the ones that you know are there. And then there's a glimmer of pure pitch black. I'm talking Vanta black in the center of something's chest in front of you. And you recognize it as Heartless. And then you hear a voice, ragged and worn, tired, and yet still neutral. Hey, Shug. Sorry for the get up. You don't quite see her, but you recognize her voice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too dark for dark vision?
You're going to realize what's happening, but your dark vision does not work in the recesses of this cell.
They just have darkness in here?
It's advanced darkness.
Make an Arcana check for me, bud.
God, I hate that I don't have any good man.
Does anybody want to give the help action as they step inside?
Tsubasa will give the help action.
Go ahead.
Do.
Arthur, as you hear Tsubasa make the muttered note of, my normal vision doesn't work here, what the fuck? You swipe your head back towards the... like, you should see her. You hear her voice, she's not that far from you. And then you realize, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. And one of you, if you have it, can use a free dispel magic.
Well, I've got dispel magic, so
I don't.
yeah, Tsubasa sort of reaches up to like wipe away at the darkness as he casts dispel magic.
Arthur, it is a sight that truly does sicken you. She's very bloodied, beaten and bruised. She looks as if she's only alive due to a doctor's intervention. She looks weary and exhausted, the same way her voice sounded just a few moments prior. Her wrists are bound by chain and link. Like, the chains lead up to small divots in the wall, more close to the ceiling than the ground, as if to keep her hands away from anything that she can use to attack. But she's not doing anything. If anything, she seems to be trying to get some shut-eye. But she does look up with a squint. That same recoil that you do when someone turns on the light in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And just... That was a bit rude. I was enjoying the darkness.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Again, sorry for not showing up. Bring your friends to show off what the royal kingdom can do to their prisoners.
Just here to ask questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask me something I ain't heard.
Why didn't you what's the word? Why didn't you
Excuse me.
take the shot? There you go.
Take which one? I had plenty.
Exactly.
I took the one I needed to take.
Is that 100% honest? Out of character.
Roll insight.
Yeah. Damn it.
Tsubasa will offer the help action again.
You can. Spin a new round, technically.
Yeah.
I think as a narrative flavor for the Nat 1, you're briefly annoyed by the fact that she's been treated so horribly that you fail to, at least at first, recognize that her words are off. She took the shot she was supposed to take. If that was the case, was her job to heal? Or was her job to kill?
What was your job?
Do whatever I'm paid to, sugar. Fuck. What they did fucking hurts. Damn. You know, your kin don't really seem to like me that much.
Yeah, I noticed that. Fucking would I wouldn't be able to use. How would I heal a half-heartless?
There is just a cure spell. You don't, like, out of character, you don't have to use lay on hands or anything.
I don't have good thing, but okay, I can try.
I've got a bunch of decent healing. Well,
I've got cure, so
Would either of those two want to, though, knowing that they're standing in front of someone who aided in the assassination attempt?
Razz would not on her own. No, she's kind of as horrified as she is. She's like, well, at least it's one of them.
Tsubasa is visibly
You know.
conflicted. Because
guess
even
so.
with the assassination attempt, there's a certain point where things just... it's too far. Crosses a line.
Then I guess Arthur will take the initiative. to use cure.
So you step up to her, and I need you to roll. I think, yeah, you need to roll medicine, just one.
Okay.
This is kind of why I asked for you not to roll persuasion, instead just talk it out. But how much mana are you putting into it?
Since I don't expect to be doing anything today, I'll use over half of it, which should have full actually. What is half of? It's half of 81 would be. So like
Around 40.
yeah, around 40. So like 41.
Okay. So you basically heal her back to full, and while the bloodstains remain and some lingering traces of what can only be scars at this point of so much damage over such a short amount of time while being kept alive, she's healed back to full, and she winces. Just that, alright, new way of torture, but alright, I'll deal with it. And she just stares at you with tired, endlessly tired green eyes. Just, she looks exhausted. This is going to drive home this point. She looks vulnerable.
Right. They really did a number on you.
I did try and help with killing one of you.
But you only ever took a shot at the priest.
It ain't what they see. It ain't never gonna be what they see. After all, and she looks at Arthur with that knowing, half-hearted grin. You know why they ain't going to, sugar, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just another demon to them. Another target of their hatred. Pity me, went from one shit situation to another.
How did you get into this situation?
Got offered a way out. Security detail. For as long as I would protect that damn man. He never said I had to do anything like that, but threatened me. Said he'd help me to public. Look at where that got me. You know us, half-breeds, ain't exactly welcome. Which, to the two of you behind Arthur, that's news, as only Arthur was able to detect the half-heartless signature.
Half-breed?
Oh.
You mean... afflicted like us, or...?
I'm sorry, I have to recover from my own joke.
Yeah, I just looked. Fucking bonk. Good job, Rin. You took yourself out.
I have to, no one else is going to. Anyway.
You don't have to!
Anyway. What did Tsubasa say again?
Tsubasa was asking, do you mean afflicted like us, or...
Nah, ain't no damn afflicted. Ain't nothing against you, kid, just different. They accept you
No.
because you're all you in a little addition. I'm me, but only partially. I ain't human. Not fully. So that gives them room to hate. To mock. I don't blame them. And she just kind of turns her gaze away, as if to expect some ridicule.
Well, I can.
You'd be ostracized in front of your own people. You realize that, right?
Fuck yeah.
At which point she slowly looks back up at you with that expression of, have you lost your damn mind, son?
Years ago.
I... We've all
So
been
what
told...
you gonna do about that, huh? What you gonna do? Set me free?
No, that would be childish way of dealing with this. That'd be naive, thinking it would be fixed if I just did that.
Yeah? And what you trying to fix?
Nothing. You made a bad decision.
Yeah?
Remember what I said the last time we met?
She just rolls her eyes and yeah.
Have you
It's
thought
not
about
like
it
I'm
at
not
all?
like I'm gonna just forget.
Who said
You
anything
broke my
about forgetting?
You just hear the mutter of, you broke my damn gun. Of course I fucking remember.
Tsubasa does blink for a moment and then look at Arthur's just like, you did what?
I broke a gun.
Ugh.
Sick.
But yeah, I've thought about it.
And what was your conclusion?
Ain't nobody gonna give me the damn chance. I'm better off being who I am.
Bet, motherfucker!
Sorry, that caught me off guard.
It's Cayde! After a while, you'd think it'd stop. Always expect the unexpected with him.
Look, dude, I expected a full-blown confrontation of the if, ands, and whys, and then it's just like, bet, motherfucker, try me. Which, you know what? It does actually catch her off guard. Kind of moving backwards against the chains, relaxing them enough for her to lower her arms to her side. And she... Who the hell are you, kid?
Same person you underestimated the first day we met, and you're doing it again.
I ain't underestimate you. If I did, I would be dead. Or I guess, worse off than this.
So I'm gonna give you a chance.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you feel like making poor choices. It's on you, not on me.
There's an almost felt pause as her eyes drift from you to the floor where her own blood has been spilled. Thinking and visibly contemplating. What you have in mind, son?
You're gonna become a guard, goddammit.
You think they trust me enough?
Maybe not now. You have to prove yourself. Trust doesn't come that easily.
Fine. Can't be any worse than this.
Alright then. Then I'll just get this in motion then, and then fucking... Yeah. Time to talk to father.
Tsubasa's just glancing around just like, what just happened?
He's still going.
Yeah, no, at this point, Tsubasa just skitters after Arthur, just like, Razz, come on.
Okay.
Excuse me.
It's like, did you even really have a plan for this, Arthur?
Out of character? Yes. In character, no.
Yeah, no, that's Tsubasa entirely in character, just like, did you even have a plan? No. Do you have a plan now, at least?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
As you reach the doorway that you were led into, the royal jailer is standing there with her hands behind her back and the most disappointed look on her face.
Yeah. He's none of my concern.
Tsubasa just skirting around the general. The jailer, just like, into...
He's on a mission, and he's gonna complete it.
C'est la vie, I guess.
Tsubasa's just like, I really do hope this goes the way you're planning it to go, Arthur.
Oh, so do I.
This is not inspiring confidence!
So, with that, who wants to go next? Because that was a full hour and a half.
I would like to.
Do I go ahead and play the first song that you sent me now?
Yeah, probably.
I don't enjoy that.
Oh, no, don't worry
Aster.
about it, genuinely.
Aster, what are you doing?
He's wandering. I imagine he was either left unsupervised or simply told to stay put and did not listen. He's wandering right now, contemplating something to the point where his jacket's probably like kind of moving around sort of because he's inadvertently summoning Heartless to just kind of rest in his just sort of like rest in his jacket of like, it's like a compression blanket that breathes.
Yeah. As you walk down the halls, this echoing sense of grandiosity that isn't fit for someone as rambunctious as you, especially in your new version of self. You have become a bit more comfortable in how loud you are and how demanding of a presence you are, and you don't even notice as you're spoken to. A soft and gentle voice that you didn't notice was there before, but in this eerie stillness of only hearing the faint breathing of the knights in this hallway, you're not sure how you missed her. She is tall and conventionally pretty. Pale skin, dark eyes, wearing like Morticia Adams literally meets, I cannot stress this enough, Morticia Adams meets Mama Odie. Like,
Fair.
that's the energy of this is the friendliest yet most goth person you're ever going to meet. But could probably kill you if she wanted to, kind of energy. And she's just sitting against one of the pillars on the side. And just has this kind of friendly smile as she talks to you, getting you to break your concentration on whatever you're thinking on. He goes, "Sweetie, you seem a little pale."
Immediately, he checks his arm. Oh, did I switch pigments again? Oh, no. What do you mean?
"You look like you're worrying too much. That's not very good for your health."
I am worrying, and I'm anything but healthy. Big sword, what's it for? Immediately trying to bluntly change the subject.
That's not going to work on me, dearie.
Worth a shot, wasn't it?
And she steps a little closer, though not into your personal space, and kind of looks you up and down in a definitely, this is a look that only Juliet has given you before when you have stubbornly refused to come out of your room in the past couple of years. Like the "I'm good, don't worry about me," and then mom look up and down of "Are you sure about that?"
It gets him to crink his neck a bit. I'd much rather prefer you don't look at me like that, please.
Alright. Sorry. I'm just a bit concerned. You and your friends are the talk of the town. And I'm not much for rumor, but it takes a lot to go from rumor to superstition. So pardon me if I'm hesitant to believe that you're alright. After all, you did suffer quite the casualty.
Which casualty would that be?
Your sense of safety, dearie.
He, almost like a manic kind of chuckle, starts climbing the stairs a bit, and then sits on what is more than likely an important statue or something, and holds his arms out. If I felt unsafe, do you think I'd be wandering the halls full of racists alone?
Racists, huh?
Oh,
Who was
something.
being rude to you?
Well, last time I checked, eyes don't have mouths, so... And I'm very familiar with the look of hatred, but it's fine. I don't mind.
You see her frown, as for the first time in a couple of days, this woman is the first person in the day who has not looked at you with some version of discontentment or scorn. She's looking at you the way a friend or the mother of a friend of yours would look at you when you haven't been eating well. It's occurring to Aster that this woman's default state of being is motherly. It's not
Random.
something she... not something that she can control.
Just a real random, almost out of nowhere kind of guess. Just you the king's or queen's parental guardian? What are you?
I'm an old friend of the queen, yes? This woman
old-
looks no older than 35.
An old friend or an old confidant?
There's a hand wave of, does it really matter?
An old friend will share what's told here. An old confidant will report it. Will you share or will you report our conversation?
I'm not going to rat you out, dearie. What's told to me is told to me in confidence.
His eyes just wander from her to the 4 guards that he walked past to get here.
Yes, and they report to everyone above them. So if I tell them, and she turns to the 4 of them, and no roll required, you immediately feel the tension in the room shift from, oh, they don't like you, to, oh, fuck. And you know exactly what rank she is compared to them now. And just, if anything leaves this room in version of rumor, superstition, myth, or otherwise, I get to leave you to the chicken den.
What's the chicken den? Now I'm curious.
Oh, just an old pet I have. I call her the chicken. Because chickens will eat anything. They'll eat their own foot if they're hungry enough.
Then I guess I have a couple chickens of my own.
Yes,
And
yes,
just-
your little birdies.
That one, and I meant these, and he just opens his coat a bit, and it's the scrounging of whatever is moving in his coat stops, and there's just a wall of eyes in his coat.
Yes, your little birdies. Trust me, I'm well aware. As myself, and she holds out a hand, and from literally the shadows over in this direction, like straight up from the wall itself where you can't see, too clearly at least, there's just the crowing caw of a raven. And it flies over to her and lands on her hand as she holds it out. Your little birdies. I'm aware. I have eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, I get it.
And she just smiles.
And I'll ask you, how do you tell what's a dream, a nightmare, and reality?
Would you believe me if I said it was faith, trust, and pixie dust?
Well, I have the faith in Arthur. I have the trust in my friends. Sadly, I'm shit out of pixie dust.
You've never been to Neverland, have you? Shame.
No, one of the few places I'm banned from.
Oh, sounds like you have a story.
Well, am I still banned from? That was Caesar, so. But what my father used to say is the way to tell if you're dreaming or if you're in the real world is 3 simple steps. Can you read? Can you write? Can you focus on your memories? I can read. I can write. I don't think I'm so certain on the last one anymore.
And why do you say that, child?
My mother had green eyes. Long as I can remember, they
were a warm emerald green. I got hit with about a gigaton fuck ton of electricity the other day. I didn't share it with my friends, but I genuinely thought I was gonna die. You ever have one of those moments where you think you're gonna die, so your brain starts playing everything over and over again? Memory after memory?
She's just staring, waiting for the conclusion to the story.
Mine glitched. My mother's eyes. Emerald green. But now, emerald and azure are filling my head. I still remember them as green. That's the scary part. I know that's wrong, but I can't stop remembering them green.
She looks at you with a sort of uncertain entertainment. Like she knows that it's the look someone gives you when they know something, but they're not sure if you're ready to hear it.
You look like you have a secret. Do tell.
Well, could you describe your mother again? Just so I have it right.
She was pale. Not ghostly pale, but paler than my father. She always smiled whenever I saw her. Except, I think I know what kind of smile it is now. I always thought it was one of those loving ones, but I think it was a smile of pity. I don't like smiles of pity. Piss me off. She had emerald eyes, I guess. Emerald and azure eyes now. Her husband was Julius Harold. I'm the monster from her firstborn.
I wouldn't say that, dear. You're no monster.
Wanna bet?
Why would I bet on a losing game? I have some class.
She kept secrets from us. But she never kept too many. Dream Eaters were scared of her, and nightmares respected her.
Oh, I know who your mother is.
Oh?
Yes. Ritsuki. lovely woman. She is an utter terror on the battlefield. Couldn't get her to stop fighting no matter what. I wonder the nightmares respected her. I would too. Had a bit of a crush on her myself for a while there.
She was a part of the kingdom?
No, not directly. It's more, she was more associated with the, oh, what was it? I can't quite remember their faction title. Drat. Some big hotshot. No. Some big hotshot overseeing the balance of world order, something like that. You're very much her son.
I'm one of them.
I meant what I said, dearie. You're very much her son.
What do you mean by that? You're making a grandiose point, but I think I've had a long day.
Then get some rest. I'm always around. All you have to do is seek out one of my birdies. And she starts to leave.
He's going to take a step towards her, and whatever Heartless are in his coat are going to attempt to stop her. At least, not in like a physical way, but simply block her off.
Though you notice that she goes to step forward again towards the Heartless, she stops in place after a moment, but doesn't turn.
Forgive my future French, but I've had a goddamn enough of people being wishy-washy with me. I'd like a fucking straight answer for once. Because it took me having to go on a giant-ass journey just to find out what my fucking name was, find out that I have a brother who may or may not be a psychopath, my mother, who I just found out may have fucked with my memories when I was a child, and currently I just
She
discovered
did not.
that... Forgive me for assuming if I cannot trust my own memories of her. I didn't even know about this balance of the world order.
She did not mess with your memories. Your memories were messed with because the world was messed with, dearie.
Then damn the world.
Oh, I wouldn't say that much. Your world gave you everything you have. It just can take it just as easily. That's why you have to learn how to circumvent everything. And she has an odd smile on her face as if she has done it herself.
What was her title?
Are you sure you'd like to know that? Genuinely.
I'd rather know than not know anything about her.
I believe, in colloquial terms, she'd be called the Seeker of Darkness. That's our shift. Going to be murdered after session.
Maybe just a little bit. Like, tiny bit, itty bitty bit.
I'm going to be murdered after session. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I won't even make it look like an accident.
Well,
It was purposeful and full of intent. Okay. So, what do you guys actively want to do in this moment?
Something silly and a little more
Okay.
lightheaded for lighthearted for the last last hour or so because, whew,
Yeah, makes sense.
I can't have serious moments. What the fuck?
No, it was just the lead up into that as well.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking.
So, I don't know, maybe all of the kids end up in their rooms together, I guess? I don't know. Unless there's something someone else wants to do?
Monopoly night.
No.
Why not?
I think that's
So we want to
Fuck
do
you, guys.
Monopoly?
Look, we
Friends with
can't
humanity.
we can't keep replacing the goddamn furniture every time one of us breaks it. Arthur.
Why are you blaming Arthur?
Arthur would be the one to break something.
Are you sure about
No one would
that?
expect it. That's why it happens.
He unmuted.
Is he going to slander him in front of his own best friend?
Openly.
So stupid.
So, game night for the kids, the game being Monopoly?
We can't probably use Monopoly, but sure. I'm okay with this.
Store brand Monopoly. It's the Monopoly we have at home.
God damn it. I'm actually setting up an area for you guys to futz around in. A sort of group area. So how are you guys feeling? Genuinely, this isn't me being coy. How are you guys feeling?
Murder.
I sure am feeling.
Tala, you good? You there?
Yeah, good typing.
Yeah, we're going to be doing sillies though. You good for some
Also-
sillies?
I can't help but notice that there's like a massive sword. Just that does not seem structurally
Magic.
that does not seem structurally sound. Magic can only do so much.
Did you need anchovies, Tala? Did you need the anchovies? Okay, well, we'll have some sillies. We can have some fun. What if the kids played Uno?
Are you actively trying to kill somebody now?
Specifically the video game version of Uno.
I will
But-
just verbatim tell you what happens if we ever play Uno. Like, if those kids ever played Uno, I swear to God it would end with Razz and Aster trying to throw each other out of the window.
so.
No, you go
My
out first.
question. My
Yeah?
question is, if we're doing a game night, is there online Uno that we
Yes.
could play in character?
Yes.
Would that sound fun to others?
Yeah.
I mean, it would help with the roleplay part, I guess. But isn't Uno normally just a 4-person game?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yes.
We'd have to do
Yeah,
elimination rules.
If you're online, yeah, but if it was in IRL,
Yeah, that is
you want.
true. I wonder if there
You
is a
can
browser
do-
version of Uno, because we could also always do Cards Against Humanity.
Could.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, but we gotta post this later, so.
Yeah, that's
How
true.
bad do you want to get is the question. How
Yeah.
stressed are the kids?
I have found scuffed Uno.
If
The
you mean
worst.
Uno, that's
And you can apparently play with up to 8 people.
no. Oh no. Are we doing this?
You can't.
You wanna know what's actually kind of cute about this?
Hmm.
I was going to, after everything was said and done, have like with this session, have Lex be very tiredly awake. So, because he is that motherfucker who would go, "Oh, I've slept enough," while everyone's just like, "Motherfucker, you've been out for 2 hours." Like,
I've slept enough from a distance. Get back in the fucking bed.
for real.
You really just made the fucking I don't want to be a burden boyfriend, haven't you?
Oh, I hate it here.
I love it when I'm right.
You're not right often, but when you are, it hurts.
Like most of what happens with Kuri's right. Like I said, Gray's death was an amazing plot point. It just sucked.
Hey, hey, hey!
Yeah.
I'll kill you, bitch!
Come and get me.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah. So do we want to play a little bit of Uno in character?
We can.
Or do we just want to have a silly scene with the others playing Uno in the background?
Why not both?
Good point. Why not both?
You're gonna get mad at me real quick here.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh no. Hold on. What is this? Oh no. Well, hold on.
Why am I getting
Yeah.
mad?
I think it's in reference to Lex's new icon.
Oh.
Maybe.
I could be.
I'm also
No, it's
very
because Lex is there at all.
Yeah, that too. But
Well, yeah.
where's my zippy?
Fine.
Look, he's all alone right there. He needs a buddy.
Yes. Lonely bitch needs a lonely buddy.
Is this just the room where the kids are staying at the castle?
Like, it's one of those places that definitely has a lot of space and isn't meant for a good number of people, but they're kind of sure after what you've been through you don't want to be in separate rooms, so they just accommodated with like couches and beds and stuff like that, so there's places to sleep.
Okay.
It's Air D&D.
Stop it! That was aggressive, apologies.
Now we just need to find a pun for Travago.
Key Volgo? I don't fucking know. D&D Volgo.
I hate all of you.
The problem is, Cayde made a fucking baller one is such as
Air D&D.
yeah.
That is a clever
We
one.
got fucking what?
You know, he knows how to straight up kill me in like 2 words, and that's what he does every time.
Anyway.
Yeah, suffer.
But yeah, if you want to play Uno online, we can.
I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
I have the thing open.
Yeah.
As
Online play. Let me see. Creating a room for this stuff.
So I need to...
Bountiful.
New content is downloading. No, thank you.
Oh.
Oh, fuck you. I'm just naming it Tsubasa. Ugh. There we go. I have created a room.
What's the room code?
Just like click the link in
Yeah.
the thing, it'll just send you right there.
Oh, okay, cool. Hold on.
I'm just turning on all of the rules.
Oh god, stacking force play? Oof.
Let me know when everyone's in. Aster Superstar, really?
Or ass, for sure.
Tsubasa is judging you.
Judge all you want. I'm amazing.
You going?
The link won't work for me.
Hold on. Let me get you just the base room code then, and you can try joining.
No, I mean, I can't even get to Scuffed Uno.
What? Try a different browser?
Oh. Is it well, hold on. It might be region blocked. Don't think that's the case, but still.
If
Okay,
it's-
no, it just didn't want to launch anything out of Discord.
Okay.
Weird.
But
Very weird.
you've got it to load then?
I guess if this is the right thing.
Here, this is the room code. It's literally just says Scuffed Uno.
Yeah, but what do I do from the main page?
You click the logo. And multiplayer, and you should be able to join a room with the room code I just posted. There we go. Alright. Ren, do you want to set up the scene for us?
Do I gotta at this point?
Yeah, no,
You know
Or
what's
do
happening.
Or
we
do you want to join as Lex?
I did.
he's already in there.
Oh, I didn't see him.
So yeah, we've all got everyone's just sitting around the table with Uno cards, and it's just Tsubasa's probably just like, is this really a good idea?
Absolutely.
No, but it's amazing. Swear to God, the first person to +4 me dies. I mean, what?
Okay, I better get on it then.
Tsubasa's looking straight at Aster,
Get
just
there,
like,
kid.
I'm one of the only people sitting next to you.
Okay, I didn't say the people sitting next to me.
Well, that's the only way you can get +4 in Uno.
And then Lex happily, with the most tired expression, goes, "Not with house rules, right, Arthur?"
Oh, no.
You put on stacking, right?
I turned on all of the rules.
I went first.
Oh my God.
You started off with a 0?
That's the only thing I had.
Well, let's see what Lance has. Fucking nothing.
Those were some beautiful cards, Razz.
Oh my god, thank you, Tsubasa.
Hey. Hey.
I didn't give them to you willingly.
What in the fuck?
That's not the point.
Okay, so Zon, do you know the rules of Scuffed Uno?
How do I play?
No.
Okay, so
You click a
zeros
card.
rotate the entire everybody's hands the direction the play is going. Sevens let you choose and like switch someone's hand with someone else's with yours.
Okay.
Stacking means you can stack those, pick up a card.
Lance didn't play quickly. Yeah, you just click on a card to play it. Any card.
It's
I
not
think-
like.
There we go.
Okay, so the
Hey, Lex, how you doing, bud? You doing good?
Don't start something you can't finish.
I'm starting it, bitch.
Mm.
I was looking at the wrong color. Oh, okay, it's not the same color
I've
as
got you,
Aster.
Lex. Helia gave me some good cards.
You stole my
kid on.
hand.
I did. Well, no, Arthur made me do it.
I didn't make you do anything.
You played
Why'd
a
you say that?
0.
Do you see
Why-
that 0? I don't think so.
Well,
You
yeah,
just
because
wanted
other people
to
played
cookie.
cards.
Arthur made me do.
Bink.
I hate that it's. Can we? You know what?
No,
What?
no.
Oh fuck you
I could
guys.
only play green. No.
Well, now we're not playing green anymore.
Now we're playing blue.
Well, this is unfortunate, I think, for me specifically.
It is.
Well, that was quite rude, Tsubasa.
Ah.
Really?
Man, shuffle it up.
Ugh.
I believe in you. Pay you 70 money.
I don't have any greens.
Would you
I
like
do.
a green?
Oh
Hey,
my god, Lance!
That's a threat
It's
right
What have you
there.
done? What have
It's-
you done, Lance? Why?
or
That's gonna be so rude to Lex.
Oh boy.
Lex, you better remember that next time you guys are training.
Do you
Why
think I'm
would
doing this?
That.
This is fine.
So, how was everybody's day?
Eventful.
Very.
Oh god, yours too?
oh,
Not the time. I'm having fun.
Yeah, no, how about we don't talk about that?
Ooh, that bad, huh?
It was something.
What did I miss? I was asleep for like an hour.
An hour?
Lex, you were asleep for longer than an hour.
You were asleep for a very long hour. A good number of hours.
Please make it blue.
No. I won't be doing
Why
that.
would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? I don't have any reds and it's a +4. Why would you do that to me?
Well, to
That way
be
you
fair,
can get some reds.
I know this is a character, but that sounds like Taylor going like, why?
Why?
am I the only one that just sees 2 blues and 2 purples on the colors?
purple?
Did
Oh,
you?
honey, is this how we find out you're colorblind?
Question for the player, Nia. Did
Yeah.
you invert your colors?
No, I chose a different card
Theme?
theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, genuinely, yes.
I went with space theme.
At least I had a red.
Oh,
Oh, god damn it.
You put on jumping rules, my dude.
I did.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I hate myself right now.
Oh,
No, love yourself.
Aster, I don't like the size of your hand. I really think it needs to go up a little bit.
Hey,
Oh,
Razz,
thank god.
Huh.
you suck a fat one and leave mine alone. Look at your hand. You're not far behind. We have the same number of cards. Hold on.
I don't like
Do not
that.
be
you
dissuaded
have-
by. Listen, friend. Do not be dissuaded by Razz.
Listen, he's more. He's a threat.
I am, but
Just
you'll
your
never admit
friendly
it anywhere else.
neighborhood. Your friendly
Listen,
neighborhood
listen.
bastard.
There's
Hey,
no
hey,
way he
Lex,
can have a-
Lex, you want me to be nice to you?
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, I'll be nice to you. Nothing else.
I would have been very mean.
How about you go again?
Thank you. How nice of you. What? What's that? You have another one, don't you?
Oh, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah. What?
Just give me.
Whose fucking turn is it?
It's your turn! It's
Oh,
yours!
it's mine. It's mine. Cool. Aster, give me that.
Hey. Hey. You motherfucker.
Hey,
Get shit on.
hey, Arthur. Arthur.
Dippy.
Do you have any +2s?
No.
Damn it.
Well, it would hurt you because I'm behind you.
No, well... it got reversed, though.
We're going the other way now, Arthur.
Right.
And then got reversed again.
Whose cards are you taking now?
You click on the little arrows on, just so you know.
The little arrow?
Yeah. Around the 7, they'll have little arrows.
Thank you so much for helping.
You're welcome. How dare you take my cards?
Well, this was
You have the same amount!
This is a net 0, I think.
It is!
It is a net 0, yet somehow I'm still suffering.
No hard feelings, right, Razz?
Hey. No,
Nah.
no. It's not. It wasn't supposed to be like this.
I'm taking Helia's now. Give me.
Helia has a better hand than me. Take her cards.
I already did.
Damn.
And now it's Helia's turn again, I think. Oh no, it's Tsubasa's turn still.
It's not letting me play, so I'm assuming it's just. There we go. Now it's Helia's turn.
It's Helia's turn again.
Razz, these are for you.
No, they are not. They aren't. I don't want them.
I think you're getting them regardless.
I don't want them though,
You
and
don't-
that's the thing.
Well,
Too bad.
you don't
Or
have a
rather not.
choice. Get 2 cards.
I fully
Helia, I
think
thought
both
we
me
were-
and Lex are dying laughing.
I thought we were friends.
You were my brother, Anakin.
My brother Helia.
Damn. I'ma jump in.
I fully imagine Helia putting her hand on Razz's shoulder.
Now, hang on.
I could have
You're
been
green again.
meaner.
Long live the king.
Why? Why do you want it to be green?
Because it's his favorite color, let him have his favorite color.
You know what? No.
What do you mean, no?
Thank you,
Oh,
Tsubasa.
no.
Hey,
Oh,
Razz.
whoops.
Boss, what have you done to me?
Hey,
Hey,
Suffer.
Razz.
no.
These are for you.
I disagree. I don't want.
These are for you. You're a gift. A present, even.
Not again, not again.
You need to get better at gift giving.
I mean, to be fair, the first gifts that she gave us were really good. I still have the mouse.
They were beautiful. I just don't like the one that she just gave me, you know?
I
Now,
thought it was a sweet
I
treat.
have to say something real quick. Give me my goddamn deck back.
No. Why?
This is my deck.
Mm.
You sons of bitches. I worked hard for this deck.
Why would you do that to me?
Because it's mine! Don't you try to guilt me into this shit.
No, do it. Guilt him.
I'm feeling generous.
Giving Aster them big ol' eyes.
I'm feeling generous. Go again.
Don't feel too generous.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
fine.
it's still Lex's turn.
Unhinged.
Is it my turn again?
No.
Let me put a card down.
No.
Lance.
Whose fucking turn is it?
I don't know!
Jumping rules.
Get bent.
Lance,
I'm
please
going
tell me
to-
you have a
my
+2.
I do.
Huh?
Hey, Razz, I apologize in advance.
No, 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 no! You leave me be! Let me.
Wait, Lance, we can talk about this. We can
You're-
talk about this.
You are banned from playing cards, apparently.
No
Lance,
cards for
I will,
Razz.
Lance, I will let you. I will let you babysit Zippy for an entire day. No helicopter parent.
Helia, no!
Helia, yes.
I don't have anything to add to that.
Look, it was the card I drew from the deck.
It was the card they
Shit
wanted
on.
to do.
I've done nothing!
I have
done
no
a
yellow,
lot.
I have no red. This was the first card I got.
Helia
Take
wanted
away
to
the
be nice.
green.
Parasites. The parasites wanted to be mean.
I don't want to be +2, but Lance's parasites beg to differ.
Look, as long as it can stay blue, I can just... I've got a plan. I've got an
I prefer
idea.
if it didn't.
I don't think Lex has any blue.
Oh, I see.
No,
Arthur
it's not a
doesn't-
pleasant sight for me currently.
I am glad you don't have any blue personally.
Hey, Lance, can we make a deal?
Hey,
Oh,
no, you
kind of
can't.
screwed.
Oh, what? What? Why did I not get one?
Which color should I pick?
Ed,
You
Blue.
win.
Okay.
Of course.
Listening to the bestie without hesitation. Tracks.
Yeah, it tracks.
To be fair, it's the first thing I heard.
No.
Y'all promise not to be mad at me, yeah?
Aster,
No,
I
kick
swear.
your ass, Aster.
Please don't. Please.
No.
So
What's
my
the-
last card.
I will fucking destroy you.
Arthur, I think you just gave Aster the win.
I think he's gonna either way. But that's besides the point. He could also be screwing with us.
No.
I'm
No.
not. It fucked.
Again, we can't let him live like this.
Alright, okay.
Now we get to take him down.
Hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Hey, get away from me.
Everybody, ready up
Actually-
again. Come on.
I have to go. I hope I can be back for the next game.
Bye, Cayde.
Bye.
Bye.
Probably stop. Hey, should we stop the recording now?
No.
yeah, yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, there's a robot.
Alright, we shall stop recording then.